So hello. Now we get the microphone working, correct? Now we get the microphone working. So far, so good. And let's open with the news of today. What do we have? So key catalyst for today. 23 hours ago, this is the earthquake. Netflix all news. Netflix, Warner Bros. And Paramount all news. Okay, US to allow Nvidia H200 chips settlements to China, Trump says. ECB backs simpler, not looser bank rules, sources said. Euro's hidden strength could muddy the ECB good place. Okay, this is talking about the FX, the euro being stronger might not be a great place for Europe to be. Ukraine, Kazakhstan on private finances. Nothing key there. Let's go to the main page here so far. Wall Street future hold firm as Fed rate cut decision nears. Okay, so that's the key of the day. The Fed decision that is near. And let's go and review the markets. Let's do the daily routine. Let me open this before Chrome. So go to routine. Let's go here. So we go to bit.ly and then /routina. You have this on the description of the video on YouTube, and then we open every single link in this page to be able to get the idea of the market as of the close of yesterday to look for opportunities and get the impression of where are we moving to. Okay, yesterday was a calm day. Today is not so calm. Okay, so we have a delayed report 8:30, then jolts at 10. And remember, the FOMC meeting starts, and tomorrow would be the announcement at 2 p.m. New York Times, right? Then the press conference at 2:30. So having that on the calendar, I do not expect a lot of volatility within the day. Remember, yesterday was a similar day, not expecting a lot of volatility during the day. And then trading a little lower. So let's review the charts like we did yesterday. And so we put some music for you guys and for me. And let's start. Let's get the job done. Remember? Let's get the job done. So if I go to chat, double checking audio is working. Audio check. That's working. If I go here, that's it. Let's change to the first picture here. Go to Discord, right? YouTube. And share that on YouTube. And let's see the picture of today. Where is this? Can close this. So as of the close of yesterday, we're looking for the drop here. Barely significant. A little bit in China, nothing in Japan. Next picture. This was the drop of yesterday. Oops. This was the drop of yesterday. Took in previous day low, taking previous day low, and above 3 days low. So nothing to really worry about. It is true that was not an inside day, it was a Monday. Now we see some, we can create here on the monthly candle so far, not giving a clear direction. Monthly is about flat, and year to date we are good. S&P 500, this is what we mentioned yesterday on the chart. After a few consolidation or repetitive days to the upside, downside pressure. Here, key values, right? What do we have here as the Fed talks? So New York Stock Exchange strong, 99 days, 199 new highs minus new lows, right? In New York Stock Exchange, Nasdaq 101, still most of them positive. Remember yesterday we had a down day, but more highs than lows. Okay, coping that and taking that to the, oh, here is the, I have to add that. So let me do this now so I don't forget. Let me go to I'm going to add here the value of this. So let me fix this chart. This is VIX volatility, open volatility, and here it says the front month and value. Plus value. Apply. Now see if I refresh this. Save. Let me see if I refresh this. We have here from month last value 17.6. That's one way. The other way is I could just add the last value here and say value, apply. and save. So now if I refresh, I have here the 17.6. Let me keep this, yes, like that. Position and sizing, frequency, date, end of chart. Latest, apply. Let me see if I can remove the box. This box here. Formatting, color, make it bold, apply. And I want to line, no line, apply. Oh no, that's not the one. Display border, don't display border. Okay, exactly what I want. Save. Now I refresh. Here we have the 17.6 of the last value. That's done. Thank you guys for the feedback. It was wonderful. I like it much better. Now I see here with a 17 in the bigs, not in backwardation, M2 minus N1 positive. I don't see a reason why this is going to collapse, right? Similar, not going through this, not going through that. And here, let's review what had happened in the last 2 days, and we go directly to the charts. We have 40 minutes to the open. So in the last 2 days, oil down, Apple down. Okay, remember the last 14 days it did very good. Bitcoin resuming trend. Remember the last week it was higher. Gold flat, Google down, and Google is not doing very good for the last 14 days. It has had a super run. Right here you can see in the last 90 days. You can see here in the last 90 days, 34%. Silver continuing, Nvidia recovering. Okay, so this is interesting. Let me review this. Nvidia recovering. So we have the winner, Nvidia, for the last 2 days. Nvidia and silver, the winner of the last 2 days. Nvidia and silver. Watching Nvidia and silver. And we go. What do we have here? To conclude the daily routine. Okay, this is what we have. Let me review this for you. So volume script for thinkorswim, and this is in Spanish, right? And then a little reward from me. So let's go to the market internals of yesterday. Remember, we were flat at the open, but later it lost strength through the entire day. This made The S&P 500 trade lower and close with an uptick in the last 15 minutes of the day. Today, still inside of yesterday value. Could be good enough. We can see here we're inside of this resistance area that we marked on the daily candle. We reviewed that today. We didn't have time yesterday. And, and let's go one by one in these stocks. So Apple yesterday traded lower. Microsoft push higher and hold for a long time. Nvidia push, hold, push, retrace. Right? Amazon, a very different story, going down. Up. Tesla, very different story, going down. Google, what's going on here? So going down, Google, right, from the open, going down, flat. Now, what do we have now? Let me see. Let me show you what we have so far now. So now we are neutral. A few stocks trading lower from the big tech, and Apple and Nvidia a bit higher from the close of yesterday. Remove. Let's go one by one and explain everything that we have here. Bitcoin. Let's start with Bitcoin. We are inside of the second box. So this is the 1 to 2 risk reward ratio inside of the second box. Here we have the first trend line that was breaking in, almost retested and holding so far. Yeah, this was a risky trade when no one wanted Bitcoin. Now it's at 90. So let's see if we go to 100 or we retrace back to 80. The euro, this is what we mentioned. And let's activate this and remove this trend line here. I want the euro to trade lower, right? Activate this. Then today it's trading a bit lower inside of a few days, right? These are 4-hour candles. Crude, I want crude to trade lower. It's not doing it so far. It's doing it, but not in the place where it wants. So this trend line should be broken. This one at 58, and I wanted to go to 55. Yes, this is what we mentioned. Hey, here, and let's focus on this. What do we have here? A high, right? A lower high. And now we can say, well, this was another lower high so far, a low, a lower low, and a lower low, lower high, my question here is, bears, I said here, I wrote when we broke this area, right? I said, hey, this is where bears should show up. It did not show up. So now the question is, hey, are bears willing to take it to here? I will be watching for that, because clearly it was not. Yesterday did not show the strength to go higher. Of course, market internals will give us the guidance, right? Market internal will give us the guidance. So if there is no weak market internals and not thinking short, we'll know that in about 30 minutes. That's the bear case. The bull case. The bull case say, hey, we have this area, right, that can take us where? That can take us higher. Where? To all-time highs. Why not? Here we have all-time high. Why not? It would be interesting if we get pushback, fail, retrace, and push. Wouldn't be that normal to where? To this area here. Why? Look at this. Look at so many touches, right? So many touches. So we have one, okay, not counting this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's 9. Venga, give me 10. 10. 10 in 10 days? Okay, it's 10. No, it's 10 since 2 months, right? 2 months. Image. Remove. Let me get this trend line just in case the Fed. The thing is I don't have spots. Oops. I don't have an area. This was the triangle. Remember, we draw this triangle, say, okay, the resolution to the upside. But then was broken to the downside. Let me give it here. So if this line does not break, I'm not looking for shorts. Here we have the daily candles. Hammer. So we have a hammer indecision candle yesterday. Right in the zone. $68.14. Activate. 68.14 endpoint. And here we have December open. December open. Okay, that's everything for the ES. Gold, gold consolidation for the last 3 days, 4 days. You see, inside of potential for a short area. If we go here, we get consolidation, bull flag. I am bullish. I know many other people say, hey, why? I am bullish. If there is going to be bearish, it needs to come here. But bulls in control. Right. We're trading about that. This just huge run, consolidated. NQ style. I have too much space here. Let's see anyway. NQ. Yeah, much better. Definitely much better. This is the NQ. Similar story. I don't want to overcomplicate it. Didn't take it there. It's likely to go here. Activate. Go here. If we get here, edit, activate, I would say, why not? Why not looking for longs? Right? If we get to here, create an alert, single alert above this, at or above, no, let's say at or below, send me the email and play that sound. Russell, silver, very strong, near all-time highs. This is unbelievable. This is why I think I should put copper here. Let's see if I find it. Where is CP? Where is copper? Should put copper. Let me see. Recent lookup. Copper. Yeah. I don't know in this platform. But silver, very strong. Let's go to individual companies here. Apple had a new high. If we break this trend line, I want to get involved. Alerts. At of above, Apple. This will send me an email. I'm watching this. AMD holding. It did fine. Trend line. Duplicate. I want in the other direction. Amazon, it broke down to support. This is an issue. This is an issue. If we break to the upside here, create alert, stock at up above. I want the trades. Yeah, I want the trade. Why I'm getting so many noises here? Oh, they're selling, yeah. They're selling. What is this spell? Focus, yeah. Broadcom. CMG. No one touch it. Meta. You remember, guys? I had the alert here. It triggered. I did not go in because of the weakness on the market. Now it's back at 666. Let me see if we go trade alert. at or above. This is a trade alert for gap close or below here. We get weakness at or below another trade. Mm-hmm. Microsoft is strong. Give me a trade above. Send me the email. Thank you. Nvidia. This is very, very, very interesting because it got me. I did not get involved. And let me see what can we get from here. So we have this trend line. It traded higher, then reverse at the open, holding overnight. It's a very different picture than what the one we see here. 50 minutes to the open. Oh, 2 days down. This is why it traded higher, didn't hold low, and then the push to the low. I said, okay, this fell. But it did not fail. Activate. Just move it here. So here was the gap. You see the gap. So Nvidia, what to do with Nvidia? What to do because it's very simple. We shouldn't overcomplicate this. If we take all, if we take this high, if we take this high here, we should go, right? How many touches? Similar story. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 touches. Yeah, let's do this. So if I get top above, send me the email and create the trade. Next, what do we have? Oracle. Don't want to touch it. Palantir. Don't want to touch it. Russell. This is very interesting. This is very, very interesting. Settings, time frames, 150. So look at the strength of this, right? We have it here. Look at the strength, right? Relative strength versus Nasdaq and versus S&P. Let me give you alert if we trade above. Send me the email. I will analyze. So they want lower rate. Lower rate means small caps do a little bit better, right? But so far consolidation, pushing. Not sure if it has a strength. And for last, Tesla. Tesla, this is what we have. Let me open it here. So here was the trade. They're saying, hey, protecting this 380 low, breaking higher, taking this value. Pierce wants the box, went away. At the middle of the following box, 2-to-1 risk reward trade completed, and looking for 3-to-1 reverse into the second box. And now, if there is a strength, activate duplicate. If there is a strength, we should be able to trade above this. Give me an alert. At up above, same story. Bell for a trade. At 441, if it doesn't trade there, I'm not interested. And that's it. Market internal in 10 minutes. So, are we ready for this? Are we ready for this? So remember, what we do is, this is the market internal window. Here, key data is volume on the tops, right? Advance and decliners. Volume entering into New York Stock Exchange and Nasdaq. This in dollar amounts, right? The ticks, number of stocks trading higher or lower. And this is the advance and decliners for the New York Stock Exchange. And then what I normally put here is the XPX. So we can see the XPX. Right now we're going to put the futures and overnight. So this is the cumulative tick, and this is the AD line and the whole indicator. So far overnight, so we close here. We're trading below overnight price action, but with a Fed day. If market internals are going to open like yesterday, like flattish, I'm not looking for huge moves, neither to the upside, neither to the downside. And the reason we went through in the daily routine, we opened the calendar for today. Remember this link, I review this link every single day. We have a very important information coming tomorrow at 2, and then press moving conference or market pricing moving conference, right? The price will move during the conference at 2:30 Eastern Standard. After that, fund managers will get the review. It will get implemented overnight or between 3:30 and 4:30, something like that. And Thursday, it will confirm if the first movement of the conference was valid. And from then, very easily, we can take these indexes to new highs for the year. And here we have, for example, the green the green has to reach here together with the blue. The blue is the UK, and the green is Eurozone. And then the high of the S&P 500 was here, which we are not near, but it will get resolved before this year, most likely. Something else we went through. So very important. We had these are monthly candles: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 month positive. Okay, say Mario, we're in a positive. It's true, we're 0.4 as of the close of yesterday, but here is 4 plus 4. It makes about an 8, right? It's true, consolidation for the last 2-3 months. I could do that better with a triangle. Let me do this better with a rectangle, right? For the quarterly, so we have, this was the liberation, push down, trade higher, closing about flat with these 2 months, then trade higher, trade higher. In the weekly candles, remember this bunch of weekly candles? We did have just 1 or 2 in the month previously here in the year. Here it was reversed, here it was reversed, here it was reversed, here we had 4, and now these 2 that are being reversed. And the big question now is, hey, are we really going to get to all-time highs? Market internals in 5 minutes, and many trading signals coming here. So let me show you a little bit of what's this. This is the NQ chart. These are big trades. The red are large sells, right? The blue are circles, are buys. So for example, there was 119 contracts here, the sell of 140. These zones, these green and red, are where price and volume on the tick are coming down. So they normally, together with large bubbles, give me an appreciation of how the market can move. These lines here is the pace of the trades, and we are still printing. Coswin, just follow you. Thank you, Waswin. Pressing to new lows. This is going to make market internals go lower. But hey, so 3 minutes to go. Let me see. We're officially open, and you can hear the speed of the tape. Okay, so far pushing all the bears from the open. Wow. So the initial push, let's go to sink or swim, maybe cleaner to see it. Just got an alert. What is that alert coming from? Meta. Pressing to new lows.
Order filled.
Let's see if it presses high, lower. Here, give me the new low of the day. Give me the new low in Q. Low. Order fill.
Order cancelled.
It didn't give me the new low. Let's go. Let's take the picture of market internals and share this on Discord. So far we have neutral, improving. Let's see. So ticks turn around. So the initial push. This is not weak. We can see. Look at the sectors here. So from the open, right? This is from 9:30. Only infotech is down. Consumer is down, but the rest here is flat to positive, pushing to new areas. This turn still in that indecisive, but not weak. I mean, this is not weak, right? So let me take the picture of this and put it on Discord for the record. Go on Discord, copy there. This is not weak. Not weak. It could have trade lower so far. Neutral, up, Amazon, up, Google, neutral. NQ, ATHs, 600, 605, 606. Very interesting. Another trade, Meta. A bunch of trading signals here.
Order filled.
Yeah, this is not looking bad.
Order cancelled.
Order fill. That's good. There's too many trades here. Okay, I did my day. That's it. I mean, the thing is, these stocks are not weak at all. Look, up, 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 neutral, neutral, up, neutral, up. So if we go here, we see Apple pushing. Okay, that was a drop.
Order filled.
Okay, so let's finish the recording. Let me show you what had happened. And 1 second, what is this here? So we open with a mixed market internals, remember? Then the push to the downside of the NQ and the Nasdaq before the market opened. And right in here, when it fell, you see these sellers here? You don't see it. I will show you the chart. So when these sellers pushed, right, 665 contracts, here, 265 contracts. And the next candle traded at the low 65 contracts without follow through, positive candle at 600 all the way to 640. And that's it. That's it. That was the day for me. Right? What had happened here? Yeah, we went in a down pressure from before the open, flipped. Look at the time, right? At 9:34 to 9:37, the change, direction, continuation for another. Remember, this is 1,000 ticks, candles, and then trade the higher. So I have the same chart here, and let me show you here. Let me make it smaller. So remember, the time here is 34 to 35 here, right? The push, this is 200 ticks, right? 34. Push did not take this low, push higher to punish the shorts. 80 line cumulative positive here, right? Cumulative ticks here, positive. And then there was just this sell that was 400 contracts. And now I can say, hey, this was new sell, right? 400 contracts and just flipped, and now we're consolidating. With market internals like this, same. One second, I'm looking for the highlight. With market internal like this, negative on the downside as of now, flat here, most sector positive, right? Remember, everything was positive except Infotech in the beginning. Ticks now turn negative. Advanced and decliners are positive, right? We cannot say are negative. But now money is coming out of Nasdaq and entering into New York Stock Exchange. What I like is that both of them are green or both of them are red for a direction, and we are not getting that. It was enough movement for me. I traded it, and that's it. It's going to be probably what, inside day yesterday, or inside of yesterday's range. Let me see if that's possible in the ES. So here we have the yesterday's candle. Yeah, we can be above yesterday's low and below yesterday's high the entire day. We can be inside of yesterday for the entire day. Why do you want to risk large capital here? Yeah, looking for both of the direction. Say we right now we can go to yesterday's high, or right now we can go to yesterday's low. That's a nice movement, but let me show you the internals. With internals like this, Now all sectors are very much positive. Can they develop to the upside? Of course they can. Of course, but look, it's not doing it. It's not doing it. So far, it's not doing it. The trade alerts that we got was Tesla, mark at of above. Let's review that. I could say Tesla, Apple, just trigger at or above. So here we can do this now. Remember, we are inside of this candle. So this is the risk. Duplicate. This is a 2-to-1 risk, right? And duplicate. And this is 3-to-1 trade. Let me explain it better for you. For those of you that are new, here's the stop. This is the 1-to-1, right? Inside of this box. And if we trade higher, there, this will be a risk of 2, having a gain of 2, having a risk of 1. That's the trade with Apple. Let me share this in the Discord. Take a picture, sending it to the intraday. 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 2-to-1 risk reward. Two-to-one risk reward on Apple. I think I said 3, but it's a 2-to-1 risk reward. The other alert was in Tesla. We have a trade in Tesla, right? The trade in Tesla is simple, similar, 2-to-1 risk reward, pushing higher. Why we got the signal? Because Tesla is positive. And now it's neutral, but it was positive when some of these are not performing so well. The other one was Meta. Meta is weak. Meta is at or below, so we want gap close here. And this is trickier. I don't want to trade here. I want to trade at the high. Let me create another alert. Trade alert at or above. Send me the email. And now I want the chimes. So if we trade back to this level, we get the alert, and what we want, or what I want, is this, right? If I get here, of course, let's say 670 or so, it's better than here for the break. I would put the stop loss here, or whatever the low is, or here, looking for a push higher into this gap close. Let me take a picture of this, send it as well to the Discord, and I hope it's clear. But this will be a trade alert for today. New large trades. Let me erase here. So 622, we push low. So what do we have here now? I mean, lower low, lower high, higher low. If this gets respected, we can put higher. Can it get respected? Going back to the market internals, remember, this is the key. What market internals are going to do? Market internals are improving. Market internals are improving. Or have improved. Nasdaq is still receiving negative money. So money is exiting the stock exchange of Nasdaq. Now advanced and decliners and price are giving us this red background territory. It's not that this is a great indicator, yeah? This tell me, yes, when the price is going higher and when the 80 line cumulative tick delta is going higher. It's not a future price indicator for sure. But that's what we have. Here you can see, okay, the chart is 1,000 ticks. Here is the 200 tick. The ES trading higher, ES is trading higher. So let's go and find some.
Order filled.
$61. Going to market internals. Still improving. Ticks gave a little bit back. Here we go to the futures. Let's go print the high. What do we want? 65 here. Flexible grid. Yes. In 30 minutes candles. Yes, take it here, 65. Not doing it. Market internals good. Large top equities. So Apple giving back, Microsoft pushing, Nvidia, Amazon. Oh God, after the sell-off yesterday, it's capturing some territory. Tesla push, Tesla push, Nvidia push, and Meta not taking 65. We want the ES to trade to 65, back to 62, trading lower. I guess these are trading lower as well. Oh no, volume. So cumulative tick trading higher, improving. Price in NQ not going higher. Two sells, two buys at of 160 contracts. but price down. Let's see, key stocks. Amazon. Push. So here we have Amazon. It's the only one that is pushing Microsoft as well. Apple is not. This is the big burden. Yeah, Apple is the big burden. We were so close to 65, but it did not. 61. Advance and decliner improving. Takes retrace all the way from 659. Let's see. This is the push. Let's see. What is the other chart? Here. Oh, this was not 62 and a half. NQ improving. But remember, nothing compared to the move from 600 to 640 we got in the morning. Now we're 33. Yes. $63. Ooh. Sell. Who sell this? 140 contracts sell. Taking the ES down. NQ is market internals holding on the high. NQs, ticks negative. Yes, 63 and a half. Let's see if it goes now. Neutral Tesla. We want Apple is back to neutral, but it's pushing. You see, this is saying neutral, but it's not so neutral. Okay, Microsoft is doing its part, Nvidia is doing its part, Amazon is doing it, Google, Meta is doing it. It's only Apple that is not taking it higher. It took the opening print of today. And so far, indexes not moving greatly. Let's see. On top, we have the NQ. Let me double check. Yes, on the top you have the NQ. On the bottom you have the, on the ES, on the bottom you have the NQ. You can see it's taking some time for them to really develop the 15 minutes push higher. That did it. And I'm glad I did not close it. Yeah, now it did it. Okay, so with this trade, what is that? 64. So in Q, no, sorry, yes, a 67, right? 67, 68. That's plenty. And the NQ push to new highs. So in the macro picture, oh, you see Nasdaq getting inflows now. Cumulative tick positive. And let's see the key stocks. So everything is pushing as a double. At least stopped trading lower. Good, 30 seconds. Okay, so that's all for today. Remember, every day, I'll if the market is open, normally I'm here. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me Substack, but they're right in Spanish there. And then my blog. I'm not writing much there lately, but you can get engaged there. You have questions about trading, asset allocation? Yeah, call me. See you. Take care. Bye bye. And let's stop the broadcast. See you.